Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello and welcome children to your science class. So our lesson number 1, natural resources, air, water and land. In our last class we studied about the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, the lithosphere, and together they are called biosphere. Alright. We studied that the air, water and land are the factors important for sustaining the living world on the earth and for fulfilling their basic needs. They are called natural resources. Right? That means the air, water and land are very important for all the living things that are there on the earth. We also studied that the proportion of land and water on earth. The water is 71%, that is the hydrosphere, and the lithosphere, that is land, is only 29%. Alright, in today's class we are going to study about air. What is air and what are the different gases that are there in the air. Now first we have to study what are the 5 layers of atmosphere. Air is atmosphere, right? So there are different layers of atmosphere, and those layers are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and after thermosphere comes the exosphere. Okay. Now the troposphere is the nearest or the closest sphere to the earth. Alright. The other spheres we will study further in the air. Okay. Now the air. The air in the atmosphere around the earth contains nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, 6 inert gases, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, water vapor and dust particles. The troposphere contains about 80% of total mass of gases in the air. Okay, so this is the this is the troposphere, and it contains 80% of all these gases. Alright, while this proportion is about 19% in the stratosphere. Okay, this is stratosphere which comes after the troposphere, and it has only 19% of all these gases. Okay, in troposphere these gases are about 80%. The mass of these gases is about 80%, and as we go to stratosphere it becomes only to 19%. Further, in the mesosphere and ionosphere, the proportion of these mass of gases goes decreasing. Gases are not found in the exosphere and beyond. So as we go higher in mesosphere, thermosphere, the gases, the amount of these gases gets less. Okay, and in exosphere, the gases are not there. The gases are not found in the exosphere. Okay. Now let's see the proportion of various gases in the air. Alright. So we studied there are different kinds of gases. Now let's study the proportion of these gases. Okay. Now the nitrogen in the air is 78%, which is the largest amount of any gas in the air. Then after nitrogen comes the oxygen, which is only 21% in the air. Then after that comes the argon. Argon is 0.9%. Then the carbon dioxide, which is 0.03% in the air. And then there is other constituents of air, that are dust and water vapor, which are only 0.0% in the air. So this is the proportion of the air. Okay, the proportion of the different gases in the air. Okay, this proportion is fixed. the percentage of these gases is fixed. This does not change. All right. Now you can see that the air is a mixture of several gases and is the chief constituent of the Earth atmosphere. Chief constituent means what? It is very important. It is the very big part of the Earth's atmosphere. Besides these gases, air also contains water vapor and dust particles. The amount of the gases in the air is the greatest near the surface and decreases as we go higher and higher from the surface. That is, the air becomes rarer at the higher altitudes. Higher altitudes means when we are near to the Earth's surface, in troposphere, the gases are very found in very big amount. Okay, but as we go higher in stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere, the gases become rarer. It becomes less. Okay, and in exosphere there is no air. There is no other gases in the exosphere. Now, the proportion of the constituents of air and some of their uses are given here. Okay, now these gases are important for us, and let's see why they are important for us and where do we use them. So first is nitrogen. Nitrogen helps in living things to build the necessary proteins. It is useful in the production of ammonia and in airtight packaging of foods. See, you get food from food packets from the store, right? The chips, the biscuits and other things. They are filled with air. That gas is nitrogen. Okay. Now, oxygen is necessary for respiration in living things and for combustion. Combustion means burning of anything. Okay. When we burn things, it is called combustion. And it is necessary for all living things that we know. Carbon dioxide. Plants use it for producing their food. In photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is very important, because if carbon dioxide is not there, plants cannot make their food. Used in fire extinguisher. Carbon dioxide is also used in fire extinguishers. We see fire extinguisher in our schools and the buildings and the malls we go. Okay, the red color cylinders, the fire extinguisher, in that also carbon dioxide is used. Then comes the argon. Argon used in electric bulbs. The bulbs we use at home for lights. In that bulb, argon gas is used. Then comes the heliums, used for obtaining low temperature and also for generating lifts in airships. Airships are the aeroplanes. In aeroplanes, helium gas is used. Okay. Now, neon, used in decorative lights for the street lighting. In street light, okay, the lights we see on the streets and the lights we see during the festivals, the decorative lights. Okay, in that neon gas is used. Then krypton. Krypton is used in fluorescent tubes. Fluorescent tubes means the tubes that shines in the dark, right? The green or the pink color lights, they are in that krypton gas is used. Then the neon gases. Neon gas is used in flash photography. That means the cameras, the big cameras, when we click pictures, there is a flash. Okay, when we click it. So in that flashlight, the xenon gas is used. Okay. Now, what is the similarity in these pictures? Okay, we see gases. Okay, the very in a big gases in a very big amount. Gases coming out of the chimneys, gases coming out of the vehicles, and gases coming out from the forest fire. All the above pictures show large scale emission. Emission means what? Burning. Okay, the smoke that comes from the burning, in a smoke in a big amount. Okay, the emission of smoke through different agencies. This smoke directly mixes with the air atmosphere. Now, what happens when the gases burn? Okay, the smoke comes out. It has many harmful gases in it. Okay, and what it does, it mixes with the air, and the air proportion is fixed, right? The percentage of different gases is fixed, but when these smoke mixes with the gas, what it does, is disturbing the balance between the constituents of earth. This is the constituents of earth. Okay, the smoke disturbs it. Okay, what it does, it higher or lowers the percentage of different gases in the air. Okay, it mixes other gases in the air, the different harmful gases in the air, which causes the air pollution. Okay, the gases are given out through combustion. Combustion is burning, all right, burning of fuels, combustion of fuels in vehicles and in big industries. In vehicles we use petrol, diesel and CNG gases. When all these burn, they let out the smoke, and the smoke has many harmful gases which mixes with the air, and it causes the air pollution. Big industries, and also through the incomplete combustion of fuel like wood and coal. As a result, air pollution is increasing day by day. Now, here are some harmful gases that are harmful substances releases in the air to combustion of fuels. That means when these fuels burn, okay, they let out different kinds of gases. They are nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide and soot. And all these gases are very harmful for the proportion of various gases because they cause the air pollution. Now, the ozone layer, the protective shell. There is a layer of ozone gas in the lower part of the atmosphere. Ozone gas is not directly useful for the survival of living things, yet it is very important for the living things to have this layer of ozone at a high altitude around the earth. The ultraviolet rays coming from the sun are very harmful for living things. The ozone gas absorbs these rays. As a result, life on earth is protected. Now what happens? The ozone layer protect the earth from the different gases, from the ultraviolet rays coming from the sun. It protect the earth. It does not let harmful things come to the earth. Okay, so it protects the living life on the earth. The ozone layer is destroyed if chemical gases like carbon trichloride or the chlorofluorocarbons used in the air conditioners and refrigerators mix with the air. Okay, so in air conditions and in the refrigerators, different gases are used. Okay, and if these gases mixes with the air, it destroys the ozone layer. Okay, so if the ozone layer is destroyed, the harmful rays of the sun will directly come to the earth and it will affect the living life on the earth. So because the ozone layer is very important to us, the 16th of September is celebrated as Ozone Protection Day all over the world to make everyone aware of the importance of ozone. Okay, so this was all about the air, the different gases, how we use the different gases in our daily life, what is air pollution, okay, and what are the different harmful gases that pollutes the air. So we should take care of our environment by not creating air pollution, not burning things like wood and coal, alright, so that there is no smoke and no air pollution. I'll see you in your next class. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.